All of you. Welcome back to your English grammar lesson classes, and I am Miss Neetu Bhatia here. In today's class, we will be doing another grammar topic, and that is the tenses. So before going through this video, it's mandatory for you to watch the videos about the pronouns and the verbs which I have uploaded, that is the helping verbs and the pronouns. So that you are able to understand what we are doing in this video and what the and your concepts will be more clear if you go through those videos and then watch this video. So let's begin our today's topic, children. Today we will be starting with the tenses. First of all, before starting with the tenses, let us understand that what are tenses, why we need to study tenses. Okay, now what are tenses? When we talk about any time period that when the action will be taking place, that indicates that we are talking about the tense, and that action which it will be taking place, when it will be taking place, they are divided majorly into three categories. That either the action will be taking place now, which we take as the present tense, or the action have already taken place, that we denote as the past tense, or lastly the action which will be taking place in the future, that tells us about the future tense, that tells us about the time when the action will be taking place. So basically these are called the tenses. Okay, then why we need to study the tenses? We need to study the tenses, children, so that we can frame a proper sentences which we are thinking about. Suppose in my mind I am thinking about a work that I will be doing it in the future, and I need to use it in the proper sentence using the correct verb as well as the correct tense. Suppose, for example, I take a sentence here: I will go to market tomorrow. This sentence clearly indicates that the person is talking about the future tense. Fine. That is why I have taken here my verb will, and I have used my verb go to indicate that my work is going to happen in the future. Suppose if I write this sentence as I goes to market now. So is it making a proper, is it giving you a complete meaning? No, it is not giving you. Why? Because the tense, because the verb here used is different and the tense here used is different. The tense is telling now, it is indicating about the present, and the verb is not matching with my subject. Okay. Now, suppose if I use this sentence as I goes to market yesterday. Now, when he is saying about yesterday, what is he saying? That my action is already done, which is in my past. And here I have used my verb goes, which we use for the present tense. So, it means my time of the action and my tense, okay, both are not going with each other. And that is why, to have a clear picture of our tense, what we want to do when we want to do, and the verb that we use for that should be in according to each other. And that is why we need to study about the tenses. Okay, now let's begin. You all must have studied in your school that tenses are broadly divided into three categories. That is the present tense. Okay, that is the present tense. Then you have the past tense, and then you have the future tense. Okay, in today's video we will be studying about the simple present tense, the simple past tense, and the simple future tense. We will be studying about their differences and when and how and where to use them. Okay, now let's start with the present tense, children. What do you understand when we talk about the present tense? it clearly indicates that when we are doing any work in the present, that is now, it shows that the work is done in the present form. Okay, so this is called as the simple present tense. In Hindi you call it as the Vartaman Kal as well. Okay, like suppose if I take an example, you need to go through the video of the pronouns and the verbs, and then it will be easy for you to understand, because here I will be just focusing on the tenses and not on the pronouns, the verbs and their usage in the sentence. Okay, suppose in simple tense, I take a sentence, I sleep peacefully. I sleep peacefully. Okay, this is my positive sentence. Same sentence used in the past tense. I slept peacefully. Okay, now here my slept indicates that the action is done in the past tense, and my future sentence will be I will sleep peacefully. Now from these three sentences, children, the verb used here is sleep, slept and sleep. Okay, and in future I have used my helping verb, that is will, here to indicate that my action will be taking place in the future. Here past, I have used the second form of the verb. Okay, the second form of the verb. You remember we have done the base form, the past form and the past participle. And also we have done the future one, children. Okay, where suppose if I take a verb eat, it will be ate, and it will, here in the past participle it will be ate, and future it will be eat. I will eat. Okay, now suppose sleep I have taken here. Present it will be sleep, past it will be slept. Okay, and past participle again slept, and future will be will sleep. Now here, children, you will see that in future the verb form is same as the base form, but in past participle the verb form is changed. For this you need to watch the verbs video, that is regular and the irregular verbs one. Sleep here again in the base form, and will sleep in the future one. Okay, and slept in the past participle form, and slept as well in the past tense form. So this pattern goes. So here same we have followed. I sleep peacefully, मैं अभी peacefully सो रहा हूँ. ठीक है, I slept peacefully, मैं peacefully सोया था. I will sleep peacefully in the evening or in the afternoon. Now here I have written this table for you, children, which will make you clear that when we are using tenses in the positive sentence, in the negative sentence, and when we are using it in the, when we are asking question, that is the interrogative sentence, children. Now see, when we are talking about a simple present tense, now I have not yet explained you that what is simple present tense. I am just explaining you their usage in as the negative sentence and as an interrogative sentence, children. Okay? Now I sleep peacefully. Let's take one sentence and let's understand it from with the different tenses. I sleep peacefully. This is a positive sentence. I am talking I sleep peacefully. Okay. If I am talking about negative sentence, so how I frame a negative sentence in the present tense, children? By using do not and by using does not. By using do not and by using does not. We use does when we use subject as he, she, it. Okay, and we use do when we use subject I, we, they. Okay, we use subject we use do not. So when I am making it as a negative sentence, I will frame it as I do not sleep peacefully. Okay, he does not sleep peacefully, full stop. So remember, when we are using a negative sentence in simple present tense, we use do and does and not plus my verb. Okay, my subject do plus not plus my verb. Okay, now third sentence. Now third, here I am using the interrogative sentence, means when I am asking a question and that question is in the present form. So how that question will be, children? Do I sleep peacefully? Okay, here it's a mistake. It is does she. Does she sleeps? Does she sleeps peacefully? Okay, do I, see here, I do not sleep peacefully. Same, do I sleep peacefully? Question mark. And she does not sleep peacefully. Does she sleeps peacefully? Okay, and question mark. So this is the positive sentence. Okay, this is the negative sentence, and this is when we are asking the question, that is the interrogative sentence. Now let's move on to the past tense, children. The same sentences. Okay, I slept peacefully. Now my verb is in the second form of the verb. This is my first form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb, that is the root form of the verb, which will remain same in the present tense. Okay, now I'll move on to the past tense. I slept peacefully. Now this becomes my past tense. Now let's move on to the negative sentence, children. Here this is a positive sentence. Let's move on to the negative. I did not sleep peacefully. Okay, here what I have used for the past tense, children? Did. In present I use do and does. In past I will use did with all the subjects like I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Okay, I will use did with them. Okay, did not sleep peacefully. Now your question will be, ma'am, when we are writing about the past tense, why we haven't written here slept? We haven't written here slept because the rule is that when we are using did, that is the past form, we do not we use the first form of the verb, that is the root form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb. Remember this, children. Okay, when we are framing any sentence in past tense, and when if we are using did in the sentence, the verb will be the base form of the verb, not the second form of the verb. Okay, like I ate food. Okay, I ate food. Simple sentence, I ate food. Okay, I did not eat food, not ate food. Okay, okay. He, she, it, they did not sleep peacefully. Okay, so the first, remember this, that we did, we always use the first form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb. Now let's move on to the question sentence, that is the interrogative sentence, children. Did he sleep peacefully? Okay, again first form of the verb. Did he sleep peacefully? Here I use do I sleep peacefully or does she sleeps peacefully. Okay, this is the difference. Now let's move on to the future, children. Now future, the positive sentence will be I will sleep peacefully. I have used here will to indicate that my action will be done after some time. My action will take place after some time, which is not sure about. I will sleep peacefully. Okay. In the negative sentence, children, this is my positive sentence. This is my negative sentence. She will not sleep peacefully. Now, no does, no do, no did in future. They have their helping verb, and that is she will not sleep peacefully. Here also we will be using the base form of the verb. Question mark, question, interrogative sentence. Will she sleep peacefully? Okay. No do she sleep peacefully, no did she sleep, no does. It should be will she sleep peacefully, because we are talking about the future tense. Okay. Now, through this table, children, my point was to explain you how we use the tenses in the negative and in the interrogative. Okay, you can see the difference. You can pause your video, you can go through the table clearly, so you will understand it. Now, look at this table very quickly. This is just the brief about what we have done in today's class, children. In today's, we use in the present, past and the future, children, we use the base form of the verb. Okay. Here in the past, we use second form of the verb. Okay. Suppose if I have taken here eat, so it will be ate, and here it will be will eat. Okay. Will plus shall plus the first form of the verb. For negative sentences, we use do and does plus not plus my base form of the verb. Okay. For negative sentence in the past, we use did, not and the first form of the verb, children. Okay. In the future, we use will, shall plus not plus the first form of the verb. For question sentences, for interrogative sentences, we use do, does plus the subject plus the verb. Okay. That is the first form, root form, base form of the verb. In the past tense, did with all the subjects. Okay. Subject plus the first form of the verb, the base form of the verb, the root form of the verb. Here in the future, will plus shall plus not plus the first form of the verb. That is this form of the verb. Okay. Now, so by the end of this video, children, okay, will not end. I'll just explain you more about the present tense as well. Where to use present tense, because past is, we know that when we are talking about any action that is done in past, we use past tense. And future is when we are indicating that any action we have done in future, it tells us about the future tense. Now, for the present tense, children, there are 2-3 things I need to tell you. Here, children, in the present tense, just few things. Children, when we use present tense for, just remember the 3 things. When we are talking about any regular habits of anyone, like suppose if I tell I walk to school every day, ठीक है, ये मेरी एक regular habit है, मैं रोज स्कूल चल के जाती हूँ. Suppose second, I brush my teeth every day, regularly. ये मेरी एक रोज की habit है. Every day I do it. My father likes to eat jaggery or sweets after the dinner. Means this is his regular action. वो हमेशा ये करते हैं. So these sentences tells us that we are talking about the present tense. When a sentence indicates that there is a regular practice going on. Then universal truth, children. Universal truth means जो कि the truth which is known to, which is same for me, which is same for you, which is same for the complete universe, that is called the universal truth. ठीक है? Like suppose if I say earth moves around the sun, ये सबको पता है, आपको भी पता है, मुझे भी पता है, and this is the truth. ठीक है, इसमें कोई झूठ बात नहीं है. Okay, stars twinkle at night, ये सबको पता है. Now, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. This is a fact, scientific fact, which everyone is aware about. So, such sentences are also taken under the present tense. Then we have the quotations. Quotation means the quotations which are given to us. Like suppose the message says smoking is not allowed. अब आपको इसमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि इसमें कोई allow, तो allowed past tense भी हो सकता है इसमें. But when we the message says, message कह रहा है the smoking is not allowed, और ये permanent message है which is now also, which will be for the future also, और ये पहले भी सुनाया गया है. So this message is for every time. Okay, so this is termed into the taken under the present tense. Suppose you can say time and tide, the time and tide waits for none. Okay, so this is a fixed message which is for everyone, there is no changes. So these such quotations come under the present tense. Fine, so just remember there are many other things where to use present tense, when to, how to identify, but for students of grade 4, 5, 6, this is enough to understand about the present tense. Okay, so in the today's video, children, I have tried my level best to in short time to explain you the important points regarding the tenses. In case if there is any doubt you have and any query you have, you can please ask me in the comment section, which are most welcome, and I really wait for your comments. And anything which you want want me to make a video on, you can further can comment me in the comment section. And if you like my video, if you are able to understand what I have explained here, your concepts are clear, so please do hit the like button and share my video among your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. So thank you, children, and have a great day and take care of yourself. Bye bye. See you.